Good. All right. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to today's video. We're going to be taking you through another workout. It's going to be another lower body workout, but even though it is the middle of the week, I'm switching them around a little bit. I'm going to make this the heaviest leg day of the week. So usually I'm doing my sets. My rep ranges right now is about 17s, 14s, 11s. So the heaviest day is usually sets of 11s with most of my exercises. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So most of the things today I'm going to be going relatively heavier, but that's of course relative to sets of 17 and everything. It's not a real heavy day where it's sets of 5, sets of 6, because we're still in the hypertrophy rep ranges trying to accumulate a lot of volume. So we're going to be starting off with the leg press. Going to do sets again of 11, and then also going to be supersetting that with some spider curls with the easy bar. So I'm gonna get warmed up. It is a little after 5, my first morning workout of the week. Fell off a little bit. And I had to do my in-body scan for the physique update yesterday, which wasn't until 10 a.m., so I had to sleep in. So slowly getting awake right now. We're gonna get started, gonna get warm, and we'll take you through this workout. Instagram is so savage. So yesterday, Instagram was savage because Instagram was down yesterday. So there's like a bunch of memes that are coming out this morning because we finally post again. So we got, this one's killing me. So we got like, this should cover your rent money because Instagram was down. And then we also had this one, Instagram models be unemployed today. So the meme game is strong, and that was also at the gains. He always has some good memes, so he's also trolling just because Instagram was down. But yeah, it was actually like really sad yesterday for me. I was trying to post, just kept getting deleted, but it is what it is. It's back up, and now the memes are great today. But almost done warming up. We're at 4 plates right now. Gonna warm up with this, then should be able to get to 5 plates. My groin was acting up a little bit last week, but it's feeling a little bit better now. Stuff happens, man, but we're getting warm and we're gonna get some gains today. All right, I don't know if Aman saw this one, but I saw it. Yes. All right. Just one last one to leave you when Instagram's down. When Instagram's down. Back to working out. All right, so this is gonna be the first set. Trip a little bit. All right, so I think I see one open. So if we can get an incline bench, we'll do the easy bar spider curls. If not, we'll do some seated, but I think I see one open, so we're gonna go a little fast. Benito. Next up, we're gonna go over to some hip thrusts and superset that with pull-ups. So I'm gonna clean up after myself, and then we're gonna head over there. Whew. All right, so we have the hip thrust all set up. We're gonna be doing 415 for sets of 10 right now. Because the hip thrust I brought back, doing 15, 12, 10s throughout the week. It's just the heavy day, so we're gonna try to do the 415 for 5 sets of 10, and also gonna be alternating some pull-ups with that. And hopefully the pull-ups also, I wanna get sets of 10 with that as well. So coming from sets of 5, 6s, made some progress there, but see if I can get 10 per set, and then close all this stuff out in just 10 sets. So we're gonna get started, see how heavy this is, and then we're gonna try to get this snappy. Some setup things with the hip thrust yesterday. There were some younger guys. I was really happy that they were doing hip thrusts. They were high school football players. A couple of the mistakes that were being made when they were doing the hip thrust, they weren't bringing their hips all the way through. They were stopping here. But the real work that's done is when you go from here to here, and you try to get your hips about equal, or strive to kind of get your hips past where your knees are. Second thing that they were messing up, they were only doing, I think, from this pad on the floor, but you want to be about the height up to your knee, so pretty close to there. As you can see, maybe I could add a couple extra inches. I could use maybe 3-4 inches, but I mean, still feeling it good. So those are some of the things to make sure that you're doing when you're hip thrusting. Bring all the way through when you thrust, then also try to be about knee height with what you're going off of. All right, time for pull-ups. So now we're gonna do leg press. Messed that up. Now we're gonna do leg curls and single leg press. I'm gonna catch my breath, then we're gonna get into that. It's gonna be sets of 11. So we're about to get into some leg curls. So we're gonna do sets of 11. On this particular machine, I'm gonna be doing the stack. So we're gonna do sets of 11 here, and then gonna be moving over in between for single leg presses. Let's do it. So these are done. Leg press, leg curls are done. Now usually what I would do is that CrossFit superset. But I've been inspired. I met my friend Jared Feather over at the Arnold, and he had really good hamstring development and glute development. And what he told me was he really swears by RDLs, so Romanian deadlifts. So I've been experimenting with those a little bit. So we're actually gonna throw those in instead of kind of the swings. But I'm gonna keep in the goblet squats, but we're gonna focus on those as more of a strength exercise. So we're gonna get into that. Let me just settle that up. So we're gonna be doing some RDLs. So we have that with the barbell instead of like dumbbells. And then I'm also gonna be doing the goblet squats as well. I'm gonna do the same kind of rest that I like to do when I was doing the CrossFit supersets. What I would do is I would do both exercises kind of back to back, and then I would walk down, walk back. And that would be pretty much enough rest. Gonna try to do that roughly, maybe a couple extra seconds, but we're gonna be doing sets of 8 with the RDLs, and we're gonna do sets of 20 still with the goblet squats. So we're gonna be bumping that up to 80 pounds. So the main thing with these RDLs, and you'll see, is really to kind of, you wanna keep your legs nearly straight, but there's gonna be a bend to them. So slight bend, and then I'm really pushing my hips back. So instead of like, if you were squatting or like deadlifting, you would go here, but instead I'm keeping them here and really just stretching my hamstrings like that. I should reach down to about my foot with a lot of stretch here. I feel like a tension in my hamstrings, and then I'm just bringing it through. At the top, you'll feel also a little bit of glute action as well. And you also want to try to keep, with RDLs, you want to keep the bar pretty close to your body. So as I do these, Aman's gonna get the panorama, bring it around me, and you'll see I'm trying to keep them relatively close to my shins, but then also the real main bread and butter of this movement is push your hips back towards the wall behind you. Also, keep your rib cage closed, because you do not want to stress your lower back too much, especially me with my poverty lower back. As you see with those, I go pretty slow as well because I'm really focusing on getting the stretch in my hamstrings. I'm really trying to, with these, kind of broy, but mind muscle connection, trying to really feel them in my hamstring as opposed to really throwing a lot of weight at it right now. So off to goblet squats, which are a lot more simple. So that's gonna be one. We're gonna do four sets of these. I'm gonna take a walk, catch my breath. I got a BT21 shirt on. This is the reason why you don't cut your own shirts. So my cut job was not too good. There's a little nipple action that may happen, but all the good cuts were made by Nicole. So get yourself a girlfriend that can cut shirts real well. What we're gonna be doing is, I told you guys last time, my elbow was acting up. Wow, I'm always like a little broken. But my elbow was acting up last time, so I was trying to do some overheads. Those were feeling okay, but I felt like I couldn't progressively overload because I couldn't put too much weight doing that overhead movement just because either strength wasn't there or then I would start to feel it in my elbow. So what I reduced things to, or I'm trying out now, is gonna be skull crushers. And that used to be something that affected my elbow, but I remember in previous video, I learned that instead of being here with my elbow, I lift it up here, and that's actually been helping. So I'm gonna be trying to do sets of 15, see how that feels. So we're gonna be doing skull crushers. Second thing is just gonna be standing bicep curls, and then we're gonna do dumbbell lateral raises. So we're gonna get into that. Also, the shirt, BT21, is also for BTS, which is my favorite K-pop group. So if you haven't listened to them, highly recommend them. I'm going to my second concert of them this May. So back to the lifting. Also, I'm wrapping up my wrist because it was being a little wonky a couple days ago. There's really no pain anymore, but I'm just doing it preventative. So usually with any injuries, I'd say do those precautions an extra week after the pain's gone, just so it doesn't recur. So let's get into it. Getting pretty hard, man, pretty hard. Tying these so tight, it's like cutting off the blood flow to my hands. So like after a set, I'm just like, and I gotta undo, redo. So gotta do what you gotta do, making sure my wrist stays healthy. All right, so arms are done. Now what we're gonna do is go over 5 sets of calf raises. Of course, we're gonna do the good concentrics, slow eccentrics. So I'm gonna clean this up, head over there, and that should pretty much close us out for this workout. I mentioned this in the physique update, but my calves have gone from like 15-ish inches, 15 and like a quarter, up to 15 and 3/4. That's just because I started training them a lot the past probably 3 months. What I've been doing is every lower day, which I do have 3 lower days a week, and I do calf raises to finish every time, and usually it's about 5 sets of 15 to 20 reps. And I really try to slow down those eccentrics to really prime me for the concentrics and hitting my calves. So that's why I would definitely say I've had a lot of success with doing that. And honestly, a lot of these like problems with like, if you think, oh, I have bad biceps, I have bad quads. If you give a little extra volume, a little extra attention throughout the week, hit it like 3 times a week, you're gonna see some crazy growth in those areas. Same thing I did when I bumped up my arm volume from like 3 times a week to up to like 6 times a week. That blew my arms up by like an inch in probably like 6 months or so. So definitely give love to your weak areas. Nicole makes fun of me for calves, so finally starting to deal with that. So we're gonna get started with this. I'll show you what I mean by those slow eccentrics and fast concentrics. Similar to the RDLs, if you can feel that stretch in your calves, then you know when you do kind of that concentric portion, that's gonna be the area that's probably gonna take the load. So I'd like to try to manipulate my feet in a way that I feel that stretch. And then when I do the actual concentric portion, so the flexing of it, that's when I can feel my calves really get worked. So definitely would recommend just slowing down the eccentrics. Doesn't always have to be 4 seconds, but just try to like take a mental slowdown of it and then try to like make sure that you're ready to mainly hit the calves. So we're gonna do 5 sets of these.
Over there.
Dude, that's why I can't cut my shirts anymore. Like, it's bad. And it's also like Jesus. It's also like uneven too. Yeah. So like I can't lift around certain people. They don't get comfortable. So Nicole's cutting all my shirts from now on. All right, so that pretty much does it for today's workout. We just finished up with 5 sets of calves, making sure Amon doesn't walk back into anybody. But that's gonna do it for today's workout. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I just wanna talk about my lower days, all 3 of them, sorry about that. All the 3 lower days pretty much is just the same exercises for the most part, but we're doing 3 different rep ranges. So really trying to hammer in these exercises, get the skill of them down, and then we're trying to build that strength through them by doing them multiple times per week. So this was the heaviest day of the week. So if you guys want to implement that, usually do like 2 or 3 times a week, similar exercises. But that's gonna do it for today's workout. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys haven't already. And me and Amon will see you in the next video. So peace out. Let me redo that. All right, so like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep it flexible, I'm out.